Hey everybody, it's Shayna, and today I wanted to kind of go over the Hobonichis that I'm going to be using for 2020, potentially. So these are the ones that I initially planned on using. So I do have the A6 original, and then I also have the Hobonichi Weeks. This is not the Mega, it's just the Weeks. And then I also have the A5 Cousin. So, and this is actually in a Midori cover, and I do have a Midori cover coming for this one as well, although I will say that it took some training to get it to sit this way. I had to have a box basically sitting on it for about 2 weeks because it's a little tight of a fit, so it wouldn't sit flat, and it's still not quite sitting flat, but I figure over the course of the year it should be okay. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through what my plan is for all of these and why I say potentially. So I'm going to start with my A6 here. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here. There we go. Okay. So this is the Hobonichi Techo original. To be fair, they're all Techo, but this is the original. There's also the A6 English one, I believe. And then there's the AVEC in both of the Cousin and the original. The AVEC is just the year split into two. But this is obviously the original. So starting out here, you always get the overview. And then there is the future log section, yearly overview. You get your monthlies in this one. Starting in December, this is a January start, but you always get the month before, so December. And then it starts on January 1st. You don't get weeklies in this one. It's just monthlies and then a blank page and then your January. So what it looks like is this. Each page looks like this. And you have the option of times, you have some check boxes up here, and then this blank space. So, what I'm going to end up using this for, and you can see I've already written in here a little bit, is I'm going to use this for my son. My son is 2, almost 3, and my daycare lady said something that really intrigued me. And something that I've kind of noticed as well, like watching my brother grow up and whatnot. He's 15 years younger than me, so I literally watched him grow up. But is that the age that, at 1 or at 2 or at 3, add 10 years and that's how they're going to be in 10 years. So I'm just curious, I mean, obviously it's not going to be like on January 1st, 10 years from now, this is how he's going to act. But I really wanted kind of a general idea of how he is through this year. So I am doing it obviously by calendar year, not by his birth year, his birth month and whatnot. So basically up here I'm going to write kind of the overview of how he was during the day. Today was a not so great day. So yelling, tantrums, I have a couple more to add. And then I was trying to figure out how I was going to do this earlier today. And what I decided on doing is that I don't want to have to write in this planner every single day. But I do want a reminder for what happens. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to write notes on how he was. If I can get to it that day, then great. That's great. It'd be preferred if I could get to it that day. But if it takes me a couple days to catch up, then at least I have notes in here to remind me of that day. I really don't want to go past a week getting behind in this thing, if at all possible. So I just want a little note reminder. So I'm going to use some sticky notes, put them in here. He was pretty darn cranky today. He ended up getting hangry, wanted my attention, stayed up way too late last night. So that's kind of the overview of today. And then I'm going to just basically write that in here. And I'm going to include, milestones for him, good days. Obviously if he's having a great day, I want to talk about how great he was. And even if he's having a bad day, I still want to highlight some good moments for him. And I figure that, if I continue to do this each year, this is just going to be something really, really great for him to have as a reminder of how he was. You know, like my mom does not remember anything. I'm 32 now. I just turned 32 this last weekend. And she does not remember anything from this age, much anyway. So I think it'd be just really, really cool to have this reminder of how he was at this time. So I'm hopefully going to stick with this. I really, really want to, for his sake. And for me to have something to look back on, to remember when he's a teenager, to remember how sweet he was as a toddler. So that's that. I do want to add in too that I did also get an A6 Stalogy in addition to the original Hobonichi, just because what I'm going to end up doing with this is I'm going to go through and write about his life from basically conception to January 2020. So I want to write about, you know, finding out we were pregnant, what happened during my pregnancy, symptoms, cravings, what concerns we had, and like our birth experience, and how I want to be honest about it. So I really want to highlight how hard that first year with him was, not because of him, but because of me, you know. My postpartum depression and anxiety was awful, and I really want to let him know the truth about all this stuff, you know, so that maybe if he happens to have a child, have a wife someday, he can know what to look for, he can know how to handle it, you know, things like that. Or even if it's not postpartum depression and anxiety, just giving him a good base of what to look for any kind of depression and anxiety in anyone is a good thing to look for too, or to write about. So, you know, milestones, how we did his birthdays, what his favorites were, just a variety of things. This is really intimidating. I have massive first page scaries about this. One day I'm just going to pick it up and write in it. So basically, this is conception to almost 3, and then this is going to be this year. And then I'm hoping to just have a bunch of these for each year. So that is my first Hobonichi. My second Hobonichi is the Hobonichi Weeks. So this is just not wanting to focus. Okay, there we go. Hopefully it's tracking now. So this is the jelly cover that I had on this beast of a Weeks Mega that I had. Like, I actually broke it, or the spine ended up breaking in a video, actually. I don't remember which video it was, but in one of my videos, the spine actually broke when I was, like, doing the video. So this thing is chunky. Sticker kits galore. And I was just before this filming these pages, and I just don't like this anymore. I don't like it. So the way that I do this is that I basically write like a generic list of what happened that week and then kind of journal. And this just seems like such a waste because I'm putting things in here like did the dishes, you know, like it's just stupid stuff. And while I appreciate this and I appreciate having the like knowledge that all I did was play Call of Duty with the guys, you know, or cuddled with my kid, this just seemed like such a waste. So what I'm actually considering is not using this Hobonichi Weeks. This is where the potentially comes in because I have laid down some stickers. Like I have this set down, and I think I have, yeah, I just did January's monthly today just to see if I wanted to do sticker kits in here. And I may honestly see if somebody will still buy this even with those stickers in there, because I don't think I'm going to use it. I may hold on to it for a little bit in case I change my mind, but honestly, I think that I don't like this idea anymore of pretending like it's a planner that I'm using when I'm not actually using it. So, in the case that I get rid of this, I guess even if I don't get rid of this, I have this A5 cousin. The Techo cousin. And I may have to zoom you out a little bit here. Out. There we go. So I have put some stickers in here. This is Gigantor. I did lay down one sticker kit just to see if I liked it. Spoiler alert, I kind of didn't. I like the stickers, but for what I want to use this for, I don't need this whatsoever. So I bought the kit, I bought the January kit, but I'm not going to use it. I think I'm going to give it to somebody who also has a cousin. A Hobonichi cousin, not like a human cousin. So anyway, oh, I didn't even do this. Okay, hold on. I'm all over the place. Okay, so for the Weeks and the Weeks Mega, the only difference is that the Weeks Mega has more of these notes pages in the back, but they both have the overview that I've already stickered over. They both have this like yearly thing, which like last year I used it for steps. A lot of people use it for like schedules or cycles, things like that. Again, you get the monthlies. It starts in December, even though this is a January start. And then you get, after your monthlies, you get started in November 25th. So again, this is a January start, but the weeks start November 25th. So it basically starts December. So you get a full week of monthlies and a full week of weeklies. And then you get the, you know, the horizontal week on one page with the grid on the side. And then back here, you get the notes pages. So I got a Mega last year. This is kind of how I used the notes pages. Was at some point I was using it for my actual planner. And so the Mega would have been really useful, but this year I wasn't planning on doing that, so I didn't get the Mega. It does obviously still come with notes pages. And then some extra pages back here. I know they didn't have this last year, but they brought it back. This My 100. I have no idea what to use it for, 'cause, yeah. So, yeah, that's the layout of the Hobonichi Weeks and the Mega. So the layout of the Cousin is similar, where you get the overview, the future log, much like the A6 that I have, the monthlies, they start in December, and they actually end in March. And then you also get these weeklies that start December 30th, and they go until January 3rd of 2021. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to use these for. I'm thinking once I can actually start writing in Korean, I may start journaling in Korean in here and just ignoring like the dates and stuff, just to get some practice in. So those may be my Korean journaling pages. And then you get these blank pages here, and then you start in January. You get a lot of space. The layout is pretty much exactly like the A6, just bigger. And then you obviously get all the months. And then at the end here, you get a couple notes pages. Just a couple. And then you have a timetable. You have graph paper favorites. The 100, my 100, and then some other random Japanese pages and some addresses and stuff. Also, I didn't realize that this stamp is obviously unique every year. I never really looked at it, but it's kind of cool to track which one you get each year if you get the same one. So that is the Cousin. So what I am going to use this for is this is basically going to be my daily journal. I say that hesitatingly because I don't have to necessarily write in this planner to qualify as... I kind of wanted to call it like an intentional journal in a sense. My plan for this is that I'm going to touch this planner it's not a planner. I'm going to touch this journal every single day. Whether or not I draw an entire elaborate page, or I write a whole like novel in this page, or whether I just write one word or put a sticker on or just draw a little thing, it doesn't really matter. I just need to work in this planner, this journal, every single day. Every day. For at least however long I need to. You know, this is going to kind of be some of my me time, so if I'm only giving myself a little me time for this, I'm just going to slap a sticker down. I don't care, but I kind of want it to obviously represent my day. So that's kind of where I'm thinking I maybe don't need the weeks, is because instead of doing like this journaling that I've been doing in here, oh, that's not a journal page, this journaling here, and then having like all this crap here. Instead of having all this crap, I'll just do this. So it'll just be a whole book of this. And I think that that's going to serve me much better. So then I would really only have the cousin and then the A6. So that's kind of where I'm heading. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I'm really excited for this. I don't know what I'm going to even write today. I do think, though, that I'm going to use these pages, this blank page here, to kind of write my intentions for this journal and just kind of detail out the things that I want to include, how much or how little I can do in this, how often I want to work in it, what I'm going to do if I miss a day, etc. I really wanted to do astrology because I feel like that's less pressure. If I miss a day, it's no big deal. But then that kind of defeats the purpose of why I want this. I want this. I want the pressure for this. I want to have the pressure that I need to touch this journal every single day, because that's kind of the point, is that I'm taking some time aside from everything else going on in the world to spend some moments reflecting on my day, and I don't do that normally. So that's something I kind of want to work on this year, is reflecting on my day and how it went. So I have no idea what I'm going to write today. My day was kind of lackluster, getting yelled at by my toddler a lot, filming these videos, getting stuff in my planner in order. I really didn't do a whole lot else besides that. So I'm not sure if that's really worth journaling to me, or maybe I'll try drawing something. I don't know if I'm in the mood, so I may just slap down a sticker and call it good. I'm not sure. We'll find out. I'm really most excited about this planner, honestly. I gotta stop calling it a planner. It's a journal for me. It's not a planner, it's a journal. I am most excited for this journal because this is something that I have notoriously not been very good at, remembering to be grateful for my day, or to, even if it's not a good day and there's nothing I feel to be grateful for, this gives me a place to write down my thoughts and process the crap that happened that day. If it was a really bad day, if I had like a really unfortunate moment, then I can journal in here and get it all out, get my thoughts sorted out sooner, and hopefully process through things faster and handle things better. So even if it's something like that, like, I just really am excited about this. So that is my potential Hobonichi / astrology lineup. This doesn't really count, I guess. So yeah, that is basically it. Hopefully this helps give somebody some ideas of what to do with their Hobonichis if they really want to try a Hobonichi but don't want to use it for daily planning. I will say the Hobonichi Weeks was super great for daily planning when I was using it. I especially really liked, because the actual daily or weekly pages didn't have enough room, I felt. That's where having the mega was super nice, because I was able to do my daily lists in their bullet journal style, and it was super, super nice. So, but you could even do that in any of these, and you would get more space, obviously, in these. So, that's basically it. Again, hopefully that helps somebody. I'll let you know what I decide on the weeks. I'm kind of mostly decided that I'm probably not going to use it. But I'm going to hang on to it for a little bit and see if I change my mind. I'm really liking the idea of just using this instead. So then I would have this for 1 year and then have the rest of it in the cousin size, but that's okay. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. As always, I greatly, greatly appreciate you being here. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe. And if you want to know when I post, hit the little bell for notifications. I will see you in my next video. Bye.